So when I hear a question like this, that price gives you jitters and how can you stop that? The first thing that I think of is that you probably need some more experience because I felt that way too when I was new in trading and I started to see, I bought the breakout, I studied some charts, right, and I filtered down on X, Y, and Z criteria, thought that I was buying the breakout, it started to move, I'm like, hooray, it's moving in my position, I started to make money, I'm looking at my P&L, I see it going up, and then price starts to roll over, and then I quickly look at my rules. Well, what am I supposed to do? Am I doing this right? Like all those questions, all those doubts come in. And the reason why that happened to me and why it's happened to the majority of people that I've coached and that have come to me with these kind of questions, the reason why it happens is lack of experience. Like the more experience that you have studying the charts, being in these trades, seeing it develop over time, you'll start to understand the different price moves, like well, what can happen, how to plan for that, right? So planning, journaling is real important. Those kind of studying, right? Like you really need to study the past charts. You need to if you're demo trading, then that's a great way to start to gain experience as well. When you're in the trade, you need to gain experience actually in the trade, and that'll start to help with some of those jitters. But another part of it too that I just thought of is, have you thought of your beliefs, right? Like have you taken the time to write out what are my trading beliefs, right? Like you literally have hundreds of thousands of beliefs like swimming around up in here, but most of them are running on autopilot, right? Like so we need to go and actually write out what our trading beliefs are. If a belief that you have says something along the lines of that the market's out to get me, or the market's rigged, or anything like that, right? Like those are just some of the common ones. Then if that's in the back of your head, then yeah, you're gonna have doubts. All do the same kind of exercise for money beliefs, right? Like let's say you have a money belief that money doesn't grow on trees, right? Like let's say you heard that a couple of 100 times as a kid, not like I did growing up, right? And if that's in the back of your head and you've never revisited it, right? Like so that's just the belief that you have about money. Money's hard to come by. And you're in this trade, it's starting to work, and you're like, wow, like I'm winning in this trade, I'm up 10%, but you know, money doesn't grow on trees, money's hard to come by, should I stick with this? Then it starts to move against you, and then now you start doubting all the trading plans and everything that you've read because you've had this other money belief that's been reinforced a few hundred, if not a couple of thousand times as a kid that you haven't thought about. So bringing those kind of beliefs to the surface and doing that kind of exercise can go a really long way in helping you get over some of those jitters. Now, there's 3 other things that you should think about to help alleviate these jitters, right? Like you want to think about what your goal is with trading, right? Like, well, why are you doing this? Are you doing this for something that's longer term? Are you trying to make some kind of a supplemental income? Is this your primary income? Well, what's the goal, right? Like, well, what are you trying to achieve? Then you want to have a methodology that's going to get you to that, right? Like, so you're picking a methodology that you believe in, that actually works, that's a proven system that works, proven that it's already been built and tested, and you've proved it to yourself by going through and doing the work to be like, you know what, like I verified this over 50 trades, 100 trades, and yeah, I've seen it work with my eyes, and I believe that this thing works, and I understand how it works. Then you also want to say, can you execute this strategy, right? Because if, let's say you find a strategy that looks great, and let's say you have a full-time job and you work 9 to 5, and it's a day trading strategy. well, you might have trouble executing this day trading strategy because you work full time. Maybe you're able to execute it on some days where it's a slow day, but if this strategy requires you to be present every single day and you're in the middle of a trade and then the boss calls you and you need to go into a meeting and you're in the middle of a trade, well, you're not going to be able to execute that strategy very well consistently, right? So you need to figure out what you can consistently execute well. So you have those three things, right? You have, you figure out what your goal is, a methodology that suits you and your trading beliefs and is a proven system, and what you can execute well. Like that's a great place to start. Like you have that. Then you're going through your own trading beliefs and figuring out, well, what trading beliefs you have, what money beliefs you have. Fantastic. Then the first thing that we spoke about too is putting in the reps so that way you actually see and understand what can happen in the market and you're able to prepare and have better and better and better plans, and those jitters will be a thing of the past because you already have a solid plan, you know what to do, and the only thing that's left is for you to go and do it.